Hey, 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 y'all. It's me again. We are on our walk, our evening walk. I am taking a break from making masks. Um, I have been making so many masks, hundreds and hundreds. I can literally say that hundreds and hundreds of masks. So, just about finished with this one batch for today. But Major just wanted to get out the house because we have been in the house all day. But anyway, that's not what I came on here to talk to you all about. I came to talk about new revelations. Um, so let's see. Today, what was revealing today? Besides come out. So my last video was sharing with you all how the Most High God was revealing to me, or Jesus himself revealing to me through his word, come out, be ye separate, be willing to forsake all and to follow me. And I started thinking today about how comfortable Israel was in Egypt. That was over 430 years. Do you know how many generations that is? That's about the same amount of time that we have been over here in America. Let's say, historians say some of the first ships that got over here are the last ones over here in America in 1611. It's now 2020. So 20 minus 16 is 4. So you just calculate those zeros. It's been about 400 years since we've been here. And look at how comfortable we are, yet things still have not changed. But think about the traditions that have been set. Grandma taught us how to do this. My great grandmama taught me how to do this. And this is all that we've known how to do and so forth. Specifically when it comes to church and religion. Specifically when it comes to church and religion and the traditions, their families and so forth. That's also, can you imagine Israel being in Egypt for that amount of time and being born there and having families and so forth, having to continue on with the traditions of what has been taught. But when it's time to go, it is time to go. And how many of you all can say in this generation, when he says in the last days, in this generation, will you be able to stand on your own 2 feet? And when it is time to go, that you would be willing to, yeah, y'all can see the houses behind me. You can be willing to forsake all and follow him after 400 and something years of tradition and generations. Oh, I got food in my, oh, that's nasty, y'all. Traditions in here in America. It takes a strong-minded people, and yes, they cried out. We as a people, we've been crying out to the Lord. Injustices, racism, bondage, and so forth. But when he's going to open the door and allow you to walk on dry land and he part that Red Sea, are you going to be willing to go? That's the thing. So the life of a wilderness, the people in the wilderness, a lot of murmuring and so forth going on, a lot of doubt, a lot of disbelief, a lot of looking back, a lot of, man, we should have just stayed where we were. It wasn't that bad. It was all good. Yeah, but God is trying to take you someplace greater. Are we going to be willing? Are you going to be willing to forsake all? Look at this. Are you going to be willing to forsake all of this? Forsake it all to follow him, to enter into his rest. Now, a mixed multitude came out of Egypt. A mixed multitude. Young and old. Women pregnant, babies. And only 2 made it into the promised land, y'all. Only 2. When the Lord says, many are called, but few are chosen. Gideon and the Midianites, he cut that down. He cut down that number from 22,000 to 10,000 to 300. Yes, it's gonna be many that are called to come into this kingdom, you guys, but few gonna be chosen, and those few are gonna be willing to forsake all, to not look back, and to have a perfect spirit, like Joshua and Caleb. I think they were like 40, and then when he got 80, he said, I still had the same strength I had. So it's letting me know also what you're feeding yourself. Yeah, like real food, and also mentally and spiritually, and just everything. Like you literally have to have a made up mind. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, a made up mind to just say this is it, and I'm not going back. So yeah. Or will you be willing to do all of that? Only 2, Joshua and Caleb. That's it. Just 2 people. Just 2 people able to make it in. 2 people. 2 people out of that whole nation that cried unto him. And everybody that was Israel came out of Egypt. That just lets you know this thing is serious. Many of us are completely attached to the things of this world. He said, those that have forsaken houses, mother and father, wives, children, jobs, those are my disciples. We have to be willing to forsake all, and it is. But that's where we be like, man, it's hard. But that's why he say the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. If we're out there doing our job, then we can have more people that are kindred to us to be on the same page, so that detachment won't be so hard. Everybody, the kingdom is supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here. That his kingdom is coming. It's his kingdom is coming regardless. But the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek. But you all, coming up on my time. I might do one more video after this. But I encourage each and every one of you all to continue to seek the Lord in the way that he has asked for us to walk. And that is a straight and narrow way. It is a straight and narrow way. It is a simple way. It is a simple way of life. A simple way of life. So, I don't know what is to come. But I know in order to continue to talk to you guys, I have to have some type of income in to pay for a phone, to be able to communicate with you all. But I know that Jesus will and the Father will provide. They shall provide all of my needs. So, Major, say boo-boo. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Well, we say bye to you. And if I have something else to come back on, I'll come back on and speak to you all about it. But until next time.